Um, do you know what the doom loop is?
As the world emerged from the COVID-19 pandemic, few American cities became symbols of urban decline as quickly as San Francisco. Remote work emptied downtown offices, businesses closed their doors, visible homelessness, addiction, and public safety concerns became increasingly difficult to ignore. These were real challenges affecting real people. Headlines warned of a doom loop. Television segments portrayed San Francisco as a city in free fall. For many people, these stories became their primary connection to San Francisco.
I've seen it ever since I've lived here, and I don't know, despite what the news says, I don't know if it's gotten that much worse.
Yeah.
I mean, really. I think if they actually went to the Richmond or the Sunset, they'd see a completely different city.
Or is it, if it bleeds, it leads? People want to see bad shit, I guess. Maybe they feel better about their world. Because if you just keep chasing that, you're just going to chase forever.
And everywhere I go around the world, everyone's like, oh my God, you live in San Francisco, isn't that a pit now? And I'm like, no.
I think that people form opinions on stuff that they know very little about. It's something we all do. And I think often people come with those notions. I've brought friends over here and they've been very surprised at how different it is.
While national outlets were amplifying the doom loop narrative, two of the journalists who originally coined the term were asking a different question. What happens when the story you reported on gets turned into something you didn't intend?
There's this phrase, nothing about us without us. There's been a lot about the Tenderloin for a long time, but without the Tenderloin. There are media outlets, Fox and Breitbart, for instance, I'm guessing also New York Post, that have a lot of things to say about the TL, and they didn't talk to a damn person to say them.
We wanted to do something different and see if we could create a dynamic in which the people who consume the media, who are served by the media, are also participating in it and have a sense of ownership over it. Not just to create trust, which is pretty essential, and I think that a lot of newsrooms still do have trust with their audiences, but to go beyond that and get people involved and feeling like they have agency, like they can do something about the things they're reading about, and get to know each other more and feel more connected to their communities.
And then there are journalists who have spent careers watching what happens when the business of news overtakes the responsibility of it.
And even worse in today is now you have what these things are called poverty porn, which is basically they go to the awful areas in these cities to make it seem like the worst is going on. And they are being considered journalists. So there's Omar Ward, he's also known as J.J. Smith. He's a guy that went to prison for selling heroin to kids. Suddenly he's getting money to put on meta glasses and go and harass people at their lowest points of their lives in these cities. And now he's being pushed up by right-wing media like News Nation and Newsmax and Fox News. They're pretending to be the news. But these are bad criminals.
San Francisco's problems are real. No one who lives there would tell you otherwise. But the city is not its worst block, or its worst year, or its worst headline. The doom loop was a story. Like all stories, it had authors, and it had people who it left out. The question was never whether San Francisco was struggling. The question was who got to say what that meant.